Imagine your neighbor thinks she is doing you a huge favor. She walks onto your property to help you out. She decides that your beautiful backyard needs some cleaning. She sees what she calls weeds and decides to spray them. She honestly believes she is being a helpful friend. But her actions turn into a living nightmare for you. You own a beautiful garden and you have many pets. You have dogs, cats, and even a pet tortoise. Most importantly, you have several fluffy and adorable rabbits. These bunnies spend their days roaming your grass. They love to munch on the green blades and stay outside. To you, those weeds were just dandelions for the bees. You actually enjoyed the natural look of your backyard space. Then, the neighbor crosses the line and enters your fence. She sprays a heavy dose of weedicide over your lawn. She thinks she is helping by making the grass clean. But she doesn't know about your innocent pets. The chemical hit the ground and it stayed in the dirt. It was not just a simple spray on some weeds. It became a poison that settled into the very soil. You were forced to rush all your animals inside immediately. The chemicals were toxic and dangerous for them to touch. Some time passed and then the news hit you. 2 of your beloved rabbits died from the chemical exposure. Another rabbit was left in critical condition at the vet. They suffered internal damage because of what she did to land. It is not just a case of oops or accidental. She stepped onto your private property without your permission first. That alone made her actions a legal problem for her. Now, you are facing a massive uphill battle with her. You want to sue her for the damage to your home. Your lawn is now unusable for your animals for months. The chemical stays in the ground and lingers for a long time. You cannot let your pets outside for any reason now. They could get sick just by sniffing the grass today. You are also seeking payment for all the heavy vet bills. You want her to pay for the emotional trauma you feel. Losing 2 pets is a deep and painful loss indeed. Your friends and family think you are being too harsh. They say it was an accident and she meant well originally. They think you should just settle and move on quickly. But they do not see what happened behind your fence. She actually entered your yard to perform this action yourself. You have a record of her asking about the weeds before. She asked if you noticed how many dandelions were growing. You told her that you enjoyed the look of nature. She did not care about your answer or your love for pets. She just wanted the weeds gone from her own sight. She saw your rabbits in their pen during the whole time. She would have seen them trying to eat the greens then. Instead, she chose to spray and cause a disaster here. There was even a visible stain on the rabbit pen door. You believe they were sprayed directly by the chemical mist. When you confronted her, she tried to make an excuse. She claimed it was just weedicide and not a pesticide. She said the rabbits probably just got sick on their own. She lied about what she did in your backyard space. The vet results came back with a very scary report. The rabbits suffered burns from corrosive chemicals inside their bodies. Their mouths and noses were scarred by the harsh liquid. One survivor is now struggling to stay alive today. It is clear that the substance was not just standard weed plants. It killed your trees and left the soil completely bare. Your lawn is a chemical wasteland for the next year. You have hired a lawyer to take her to court. She broke the law by trespassing on your private property first. Then she caused physical harm to your beloved household pets. Now you are fighting to get justice for your lost ones. It is not just about grass or some simple weeds anymore. It is about a neighbor who ignored boundaries and safety rules. You have to decide how much of this will go forward. She was warned about the weeds before she acted at all. She knew they were there but chose to spray anyway. Now you are stuck. With a ruined yard and heavy bills. Her actions caused permanent damage to your happy home life. The community is watching as you fight for what is right. You want her to face the consequences of her choices. People are calling her out for her lack of care daily. She thought she was being helpful but acted very recklessly. Now you have a legal battle on your hands today. It is a situation that started with one bad spray. It ended with lost lives and a ruined garden space. You are standing up for the pets who cannot speak. They were defenseless against her choice to use chemicals. The law will decide if she has to pay the price. For now, you have to protect what you have left. Your neighbors are watching how you handle this huge mess. Some say stay calm and just accept the sad truth. You believe that taking action is the only way forward. She should know better than to enter your fence line. She should know better than to spray things she doesn't understand. Every day feels like a battle to get some peace back. The grass will grow back, but the loss remains here. You are seeking justice for every ruined blade of green. You want her held accountable for what she did today. Her help turned into a crime in your backyard area. Now you have to live with the consequences of it all. It is a story of boundaries and mistakes made. One person's mistake became another person's tragedy at home. It is time to see if justice will be served soon. You are fighting for your pets and your peace of mind. The next step in the legal process is starting now. She will have to face her actions in a court. It won't be easy, but you want the truth shown. No one should be allowed to hurt others by mistake. They must take responsibility for their words and their actions. You are standing firm against her excuses and lies now. The community wants to know where your stand is today. Do you think she will face real consequences for this? Or was it just a tragic, sad accident in the end? What would you have done if they sprayed your yard?